Hi, this is Pastor Dave Peterson of Be Free Church. As Pastor DP and I were talking about this next set of devotionals, Pastor DP commented about how so many of our topics had been more theological nature. And he was wondering if we could do something that was more practical, like talking about the different relationships that we have. I love the idea. Think about all the relationships that life is made up of: parent, child, grandparent, husband, wife, brothers, sisters, siblings, aunts, uncles, and friendships, all many different forms. Our desire as a church is to be a healthy community where people are connecting with God, with each other, but also with themselves. I believe that to grow and become the best version of who we can be requires that we grow in all three of those connections. One of the comments that people often have about Be Free is the sense of community that's present. We know that we're not perfect. There's still a long way to go. I know that there's some that feel really connected, and then there's some that don't. To be honest, we're much better at connecting when we're together in the same space. But we're not so good at connecting when we don't see each other. It's definitely easier for us to connect over topics like sports and weather and gardening and the fun activities that we share than going deeper and connecting at the heart or the soul level. When I think back about my growth in Christ, I think back to the dynamic Christian community that I experienced in college. It was the relationships, the friendships in that community that pushed and fueled my growth in Christ. And my hope is that Be Free, will be a community of faith that fuels your growth as a Christ follower. The desire that we have to connect, to know, and to be known is clearly God given. Unfortunately, sin and brokenness in ourselves and also in others makes it hard. But the desire and the need is God given. We are relational beings. One of my favorite passages is John 17, which records Jesus' high priestly prayer. In that prayer, along with a number of other things, Jesus prays that his followers would be one. And the model of oneness that he prays for us is the oneness that he has with the Father and the Father has with him. There's a oneness within the Trinity. This is the model of oneness with which we're supposed to connect. I'm excited about doing this series of devotionals on relationships. Life is relationships, and growing in our understanding and our practices will make our lives richer in so many different ways. We're excited that you're part of this journey with us. We look forward to what God's going to do.